Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wano Alisha Sazwani bintu Mustafa. Today I will present my individual assignment, activity 251, with my study case, the Elmina plane crash 2023. Air transportation is very important because it connects people, industries, and countries. In Malaysia, the aviation sector supports tourists, business travel, logistics, and government activities. It is also one of the fastest ways to move passengers and cargo over long distances. Even though air travel is known as one of the safest modes of transport, incidents can still happen and easily get a lot of public attention because of their impact. In this presentation, I will explain the characteristics, advantages and disadvantages, infrastructure, policy, stakeholder, and the main issues in Malaysia air transportation system. I will also discuss a real case study, the Elmina plane crash that happened on 17 August 2023 in Shah Alam. Through this case, we can see how safety management, communication system, regulation, and emergency responses all play an important role in the aviation industries. Okay, for the characteristic of the air transportations, first one, high speeds. It is the fastest mode of transportation, reducing transit time significantly. Number 3, high operating costs, include costs for full aircraft maintenance, airport fees, and skilled labor. Number 4, lightweight and high volume cargo accessibility. Most efficient for items such as electronic, pharmaceutical, and express documents. And then we have the specialized infrastructure, requires airport, cargo terminal, runways, navigation system, and air traffic control. And then we have the hub and spoke network system. Central hub connect the multiple smaller destinations to the optimized route. And the last one, environmental impact, higher greenhouse gas emissions compared to the other transport modes per unit of cargo. Air transport has several advantages. It is extremely fast, making it suitable for urgent deliveries. It also supports global trade by connecting countries and markets. Air cargo has minimal handling, which reduces the risk of damage. Aircraft can also reach remote or hard-to-access areas that other transport modes cannot. However, air transport also has disadvantages. It is very expensive due to the high fuel and maintenance costs. Aircraft have limited space, so they cannot carry large or heavy goods. Air transport is also sensitive to weather, which can cause delay and cancellations. Lastly, it has a high environmental impact because of carbon emissions. So for the infrastructure and network, Malaysian air transport system includes modern airports and cargo hubs such as KLIA, which has advanced facilities for handling and storing goods. The country also has efficient domestic and international flight routes that connect major cities and global markets. There are specialized facilities for sensitive and high-value cargo like electronic, medicines, and perishable, including temperature control, storage, and security systems. Airports are also connected to road, rail, and sea network, allowing goods to move smoothly from planes to trucks, trains, and ships. Okay, for the policies, Civil Aviation Act 1969, revised 2016, International Regulations, ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, set global safety and operational standards, and then IATA, International Air Transport Associations, facilities airline operations and cargo handling standards, example AWB DGR manuals. Next, open skies agreements, liberalize air routes, and allow airlines to operate across border fewer restrictions. Next, National Policies Malaysia, Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, CAAM, enforce aviation laws and safety. National aviation policies promotes connectivity, sustainability, and investment. Green aviation initiative include carbon offset program, emission regulations, and fuel efficiency measures. Then for the issues and challenges in air transport Malaysia. Number 1, air traffic management, congested airspace causing delays and operational challenges, coordination difficulties between domestic and international flights. Number 2, infrastructure limitation, limited airport capacity in certain regions, and then aging aircraft and airport facilities affecting efficiency and safety. Number 3, regulatory complements, ensuring airlines follow Malaysia Civil Aviation Act and CAAM regulations, challenges in implementing international safety standards. Environmental concerns. Number 4, aircraft emissions and noise pollution affecting communities. Need for sustainable aviation practice. Okay, for the stakeholder, the main stakeholder in air transportation include government agencies such as CAAM, which have oversees aviation safety and air traffic control, the Ministry of Transport, which sets national policies, and MAVCOM, which regulates airline licenses and passenger rights. Transport operators are also key stakeholders, including Malaysia Airport Holding Berhad, which manage major airports like KLIA and their airlines that provide passenger and cargo service. Passengers are another important group as their safety and rights are directly affected. Environmental group monitor issues like emissions and noise pollution. Because communities near airport are also impacted by flight peaks and airport development. On 17 August 2023, a Bancraft 390 Premier 1 private jet crashed shortly before landing at Sultan Abdul Aziz Shah Airport. Tragically, all 8 people on board and 2 road users on the ground lost their life. The crash was caused by the accidental aviations on the aircraft lift-down system during the final approach, raising concerns about the pilot training, procedural compliance, and safety near populated areas. The key stakeholders include the flight crew, the airports, and the air traffic control, the operator Jet Valley STNBHG, regulatory bodies like CAM, and the Ministry of Transport, emergency responders, and the victim, local public affected by the crash. Issues and challenges. The Elmina crash exposed by challenges in air transport. First, crew training and competence were lacking. Even experienced pilots can make mistakes if they are not familiar with the aircraft types. Second, regulatory oversight for private and charter flight has gaps, so stricter enforcement of safety certifications and standard procedure is needed. Third, weakness in crew resource management and procedural discipline, like not following checklists, can seriously compromise flight safety. And for the efficiency and the effectiveness, the crash also affected the efficiency and effectiveness of air transport. It reduced public confidence in private and charter flight, which can impact overall trust in aviation. It revealed gaps in the regulatory oversight, which may discourage investment, increase insurance costs, and affect the competitiveness of Malaysia aviation sector. This case highlights the need for standardized procedure, proper crew training, and strict compliance to improve safety, reliability, and the overall effectiveness in the air transportation. Okay, for the recommendation, to prevent future accidents, several measures are recommended. First, strengthen pilot training with the mandatory specific refreshers and scenario-based exercise, especially for a system like lift-down spoiler. Second, enhance regulatory oversight by CAAM and the Minister of Transport through more audits and stricter enforcement for SOP and documentations. Third, improve standard operating procedures by reinforcing checklist disciplines and assign clear cockpit roles. Finally, strengthen public and ground safety by reviewing airports approach paths near highway and residential area and installing advanced real-time monitoring system during landings. Here for the conclusion, the 2023 Elmina crash exposed by the weakness in Malaysia private aviation, including pilot training, procedural compliance, and regulatory oversight. The accident show how a combination of pilot error and SOP violations can lead to serious consequences. It will also highlight the importance of stakeholders, regulators, operator, pilot, and the community can working together because fairly at any link affect safety and public confidence. To prevent similar accidents, Malaysia should strengthen safety culture, enhance regulatory monitoring, improve pilot training, and ensure clear communication system. This measure will help make aviation safer, more reliable, and restore trust in the country air transportation system. That's all from me. Thank you.